Green Zero One Core here, and I know I did a discussion for Fooly Cooly Progressive, and I forgot Alternative started last week, so I'm kind of making up for it with a review of Fooly Cooly Alternative episodes 1 and 2. Uh, I think I kind of forgot about it because Progressive kind of left a little bad taste in my mouth and stuff like that. So I wanted to give it a couple episodes. Is probably most likely is that's my reasoning why I didn't start at episode 1, um, which it works out, I think, overall, because now I get to have 2 episodes to take in case the first one isn't good, which I will have to say right off the bat. Fully Cooley Alternative is the sequel to Fully Cooley. Progressive, like I said, it was a bad start, and it didn't really get its legs until like episode 4, which if you're halfway through a 6 episode season, um and you're barely starting to feel like Fully Cool, what you're supposed to feel like, uh that's pretty bad, I would say. But overall, Alternative is off to a great start. It is supposed to be 6 episodes again, so I will have, following this, uh a review for each week, um henceforth. uh but today we're talking about episode 1 and 2, which episode 1, man, it feels good, seeing Fully Cooley in form again. And I think that's really, it's honestly, personally, it's what I needed right now. And it's just really nice seeing it and listening to it. Because, of course, the pillows are back, and you get a nice little music video in the middle of one of the performances, which is cool. It's kind of the theme song, pretty much, for Fully Cooley Alternative. So that's awesome. But let's get down to it. English dubbing is great. It's way better than Progressive. It's on par with the original Fully Cooley. The animation, which I have no idea why, it's from Production IG, both alternative and progressive, but man, alternative just feels so much better, and overall, just, I mean, even taking out the first 3 episodes of um, progressive, when you start feeling like Fully Cooley again in episode 4, 5, and 6, this animation and this feel is just so much better. Overall, it's a lot more smoother. Just the movements that they gave it, I don't know what the heck they did with progressive, but alternative is so much better. It's still has the basic person shape, but it's just everything just works better. It's head and shoulders up there. I mean, it might even pass the original series as far as my favoritism as being the better series of, well, the better season, I guess you could call it now, of Fully Cooley. So that's saying something so far. I mean, I have my hopes up right now, but overall, is great, is perfect. I just hope it keeps going that way for for the next 4 episodes. But man, oh, I missed Fully Cooley. This is what I missed. Um, I don't get why people honestly, thought progressive was Fully Cooley. I mean, this is Fully Cooley. Alternative is the sequel to Fully Cooley. Forget about progressive. Don't even bother. This is what you want to watch. So now you're following a 17-year-old, 17-year-old, I believe, yeah, girl in high school with her friend, or 3 friends, which right off the bat, each friend has their own personality. They're all introduced great. Your main character is introduced very well to us. Well, there's even an internal, dialogue at the beginning, which just sets the tone and delivers on every front. She has a younger brother. She has a mother and father, which the mother and father really hasn't, said a word. I think in this first 2 episodes, the brother was a little interaction, which is good. I mean, I liked it. Um, you have Haruko back again, which she's acting like Haruko, and not like from Progressive, where she pretty much was a copy of what she was doing in the first one. This one, she's actually there. She's acting, or there's a character there besides rehashing before. But yeah, man. So first episode starts off. It's pretty much the story of getting over failure. Pretty much, I would say. Recognizing it's like, hey, something happened, whether it was your control or not, you failed, but you can always do it again, rebuild, and I like that. It's a good way to start off. The whole metaphor of the girls building a bottle rocket, and it just it fails, but then they build it again, and it's really it's nice. It's touching, I would say. Just the way, like I said, the animation, the expressions, just everything worked out well to really show their emotions, show their character, show just everything that you would hope for in an anime, and it just works so well, man. It's something different, even from regular, animes right now. It's just, it works so well. Besides that, okay, so episode 1, great start, awesome. Episode 2, goes into a more relationship kind of maturing theme, where one of her friends, pretty much has a boyfriend, also gets dumped by said boyfriend. Haruko, of course, is always in the mix, causing trouble and stuff like that. And it's a nice, story where the main character, she's not, the main focus of the story. It's actually her friend who is the cool one, pretty much, because there's, like I said, she has 3 friends. Pretty much, one is the little bit more timid, shyer version of her, pretty much. So far, I'm sure she'll get an episode that draws it out. The first episode focused on her more, fluffier friend, where she, has this desire to build this bottle rocket, and she's pretty funny. I like her, not because fellow fluffy person, but it's just the little things that they said, especially in episode 2. It's it just adds, like I said, they have character, unlike the first, unlike Progressive, where all his friends, everyone else besides the main 2 characters, even the main 2 characters didn't have as much personality and character as these side characters in Alternative. And it's pretty hilarious, like some of the things they say. And of course, like I said, the third friend is the cool, aloof, friend who acts more mature than everyone else. And that's what the whole episode gets into, is with her. She becomes the main focus in the episode, and it's really cool to see. Like I said, the animations, the reactions, just everything that happens, it all feels natural. The writing and everything. I'm not sure it's the same writer. I know it's the same director as Progressive, which is amazingly weird, because Progressive feels like a rough draft, and Alternative is so far a masterpiece. It's pretty much nailing everything that Fooly Cooly was, and improving on everything as well. So it's really interesting to see what's going to happen. I hope the series, these last 4 episodes are amazing, because I feel like this finale is going to be crazy. So it's, this is the Fooly Cooly sequel we all wanted. If it keeps up the way it has started, it's going to be great. It's going to go down, I think, in history as being a great sequel, roughly 14 years after the first. So we'll see, man. I have my hopes up. I'm really looking forward to episode 3. See what kind of theme goes on there. So far, the themes are pretty cool. They are pretty nice. I do like them. I think they really hit home. The dialogue that the friends and everyone has just feels natural. It doesn't feel forced or written. Really, it feels just natural, which I think that's the hard part right now, especially when they're translating, English to Japanese. But that was one of the things for Fooly Cooly is they had this natural translation. They got leeway and everything. They got to work with it, so it's working pretty well. So I think because they're probably making it, at the same time they have, their writing is figuring out. We're pretty much releasing these right back to back English and Japanese, so they want to, make the translation as easy as possible. I'm pretty sure they're writing a lot of stuff for English, so when they translate it, you kind of get a better feel for it instead of just rough translations and just changing, minor stuff. So it's definitely showing. I don't know what's going on between the two, seasons, but yeah, man, 3 alternative is amazing so far. I've watched episodes back to back twice already, and I'll probably keep watching them until episode 3 comes out, and then I'll probably watch that until episode 4. So this is gonna be one of those series I'm gonna be definitely throwing up randomly just to have something to watch, and I think everyone should. So if you guys are interested, check it out. You can find it online, I'm sure, if you Google it. It's pretty much what I did. There's streaming sites, of course. I'm definitely picking up this DVD set or Blu-ray set when it comes out because I am supporting this one. Progressive could go find a hole and bury itself. Alternative is so far the superior. But until next time, guys. Later.